So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Mini Educator e-collar that is a part of your training program here at Fluent Dog Training. So I always recommend charging it every night, just because that way you're actually going to remember to charge it and you're not going to be stuck with the collar that doesn't have a charge when you need it. So you can charge the collar and the remote at the same time. You just unplug it in the morning, don't need that anymore, and just make sure you close the port. So see, it has this little rubber thing right here. Close that. That makes it waterproof. And same with this one, has a little rubber port. Close that. Then you're going to need to turn on the remote and the collar. So to turn on the remote, there's a big button on the back that says on off, and it has an L on it. So you just hold that down until it flashes blue. That means this is on. Always need to make sure both aspects of it are turned on. So to do that, you pair red to red, these two little dots, and you see it flash green, that means it's on. If it flashes red, that means it's off. And if it is on but flashing red, then that means it's low on battery. So we'll turn it on again. Different functions of the e-collar. So you've got 3 buttons on the sides here. I typically will hold it like this. So I've got my pointer finger here. This black button will go at the level that's shown on the screen. So right now, that's a 7. The red button will go +5 of whatever is shown here. The T, it says T because you can program it to tone, but right now we have it set to vibrate. So I typically will use vibrate as kind of a leave it or no type of sensation because most dogs hate it. And they actually have a much more aversive response to it than the electronic stim, which we use more for communication. In order to change the level, you just rotate the dial like this. If you had the remote in your pocket and you wanted to lock it, make sure that, this isn't moving around and the levels aren't changing when you don't intend them to. Just press down on the dial till the number flashes. So now when I turn the dial, nothing happens. And then I press it again, and it goes to whatever level it would have been when I was moving the dial around. Another cool feature that it has, I mentioned the L is for light. So if you're walking your dog at night, you press that once, it'll go flashing light. Press it again, it's solid. I kind of prefer that one just because it's easier to see. You do need to make sure that when the collar's on your dog, it's pointing down. Otherwise, the light is just going to shine into their ear, and that's not super helpful to you at night. So I'll turn that off. And those are the main functions of the e-collar. In terms of how we use it, kind of how we've gone over in lessons, it's pressure on until the dog does the command. So you're going to tap the button as you say the command. Once you see the dog has the intention of completing the command, like he starts running towards you for come, then you relieve the pressure. You don't need to have the pressure on if you can see the dog is clearly about to do the command. You can always put the pressure back on if you need to. And then you reward once the dog has completed the command for you. So that can be food, praise, affection, whatever it is your dog likes. And we can go into that further in lessons. But that's the basics, and please let me know if you have any questions.